What's good, Wagering World? It's your boy Five Star in Vegas, broadcasting live as always from beautiful Summerlin, Nevada, and here with my co-host, my guy, the only Sacramento Kings fan I know. What's good, Spread ASTAIRE?
Man, it's been quite the week already, and it's only Wednesday, man. Between this NBA schedule and Indian Wells going from 11 my time to about 11 in the evening, it just feels like we've been action packed. And then, of course, the NCAA tournament kicks off tomorrow. So, what an exciting time to be a sports fan and a sports bettor.
Yeah, well, the NCAA kicked off for us last night. Let's get to
Yeah.
yesterday's news. Uh, I had Indiana -4 and absolutely wonderful bet. That bet was the refs the only reason that it was a sweat, because if anyone watched the game, they know that Indiana was far the more talented team, the better team. The refs kept giving Wyoming chance after chance. The fouls were like 7 team fouls to 1 after the first 8 minutes of the second half. So 12 minutes in, Wyoming was shooting in the bonus, but lucky for us, the moment was too big for them, as I expected it was. They had a couple 80% plus free throw shooters that came to the line when the 1-on-ones came and missed the front end, so it ended up not affecting us with the refs calling the game a little too tight on Indiana's defensive side. And Trace Jackson Davis dominated like I knew he would dominate. Like I told you, his dad is one of the is one of the brothers that played for Davis. They called them the Davis brothers, but they weren't Davis. They weren't brothers. Antonio Davis is his dad. This kid has it, man. He has it. He's athletic, strong. He doesn't back down from the moment. I really think that Indiana is gonna give some problems to some people going forward in this tournament, because I know that Wilson won't be as tight next game, because that 4 was definitely a book number, trying to get people to take Wyoming, thinking that it was going to be an upset or something like that. And the refs also called the game that way. They called it very, very tight on Indiana's side. But Indiana still prevailed, clearly the superior team. I hate that it came down to the last minute, but hey, a win's a win, and we ended up winning by 8, and we got the cover. How did you go? How did things go for you last night, Spread?
Man. So not the best pick for me yesterday, right? But just a reminder, right? When you pick these games with the big dogs, right? The plus 10.5, I'm going against one of the best teams in the league. You rarely miss that bet by a point or two, right? Either the
Right.
game's really close and it plays well, or you lose in the fashion that I did last night. And you know, Kyrie Irving, unbelievable 60-point performance, right on the heels of Karl Anthony Towns' 60-point performance. Fun fact: that's the first time that's happened since the '60s, with two
Wow.
60-point performances 2 days in a row. In the '60s, it was Wilt Chamberlain both games. So,
Clear dominance.
yeah, shout out to the great Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah,
Um,
yes.
but that's just kind of one of those things. So just be careful there when you're playing those dogs. And a lot of handicappers are afraid to give out big dogs for that reason, because you have the potential to get embarrassed, and that was the case, last night. But I'm not going to get embarrassed. I'm going to go by my numbers, by what I said, and sometimes these things are going to happen here. 1-1 for the week, looking to get back on the winning track tonight. One thing I took away from it, though, that game was kind of like showing whenever, because I'm always arguing the NBA should shorten their schedule. Number one,
Mhm.
it'll make it better for the fans because each game will be more important, like an NFL game.
Right.
And number two, these players they play too much. They don't practice. They literally don't practice during the regular season.
Nah, they don't.
And so it just shows, hey, Kyrie Irving, right? He's only played like 25 games this season. Every time he gets out on the floor, he's eager to play basketball. He's not
Yep.
zombie walking on a back-to-back, flying out
Yep.
of Denver at 2 in the morning, landing in New Orleans at 4
That's
a.m.,
right.
and then tipping off at 7 p.m. that evening, right? And it just goes to show this 82 game schedule is a relic of when the teams made most of their money through attendance, concessions, right? Being in the arena. It's not like that anymore. It's
Nah.
these regional sports networks that are hanging on, and ESPN needs to get in there and say, hey guys, I don't need an 82 game schedule. I just need good games on the nights, right? TNT, same thing.
What you
So
think is 60? they should go to 60, right? About
Yeah,
60, right?
60 or I remember 50 and 99 was pretty good. I mean, the less the
Yeah,
better because the more each game's going to mean. Give these guys some rest, give them some time to practice, and hopefully we would see more performances like that. But I think that this is kind of I don't think it's really going to happen, right? I think it's just wishful thinking on my part. But I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. And hey, maybe watching Kyrie Irving will put some sense in these owners' heads that hey, less is more. You can make more money if you make each game an event and not the
right.
season a
I
marathon.
I
Make like the
totally
NFL.
agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. And people like ourselves, and as well as fans and also critics, have been clamoring for MLB and NBA to shorten their schedules. I mean, everyone knows the most successful sport in America is American football, and
Yeah.
the reason why is because, like you said, every game counts. It's so important that Sunday because you only get 18 weeks and 17 opportunities to
Yep.
prove yourself. And it would be really, really, really good for them if they did the same thing. Same with college football. You can't even lose a game in college football. People
Yep.
lose a game the second week of the season. They're like, man, our season's over, because it's that important to
Yeah.
win these regular season games. And with the no emphasis on regular season success really in the NBA and MLB, it makes where it's just a long drawn out season. It really shorts the fans. It shorts the product is a lot um, less valuable because you have so many games, so many nights, so many times that you're not getting the best out the best players because of their fatigue and from just the as you said, just the monotony of doing it all the time. It's just back to back to back. It's a drag. I really hope that they revisit that and figure out a way to get their money um, the same amount of money, but with less games. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be about money, and money is the reason
Yeah.
why they're playing all these games, both the MLB and the NBA. But hopefully, we get a shortened season. We're going to bring on 3 tomorrow. I remember yesterday I was telling you 3 suggested the whole time about. He said that the Nets were to play, but he also suggested that the same theory that you do is Kyrie's so excited every time he plays that he's the bet to take. So I ended up not playing the game, but I did play over 24 and a half on Kyrie Irving. When we were texting about it, I was like, it was over in the first quarter. He had
Yeah.
24. Like he had 24 like the first minute of the second quarter, man. So that was a layup. I'm gonna start getting more into NBA player props. They're a little bit more favorable, it seems like, than playing these sides. Okay, let's get to the ball and parlay today. Try to get you guys on a 2 winners out here, get you 2 straights in the parlay. Who you got today, Spread?
All right. I did not take a huge underdog today. I did not take one of the worst teams in the NBA today. In fact, I took one of the best. I'm going to take the Philadelphia 76ers minus 2.5. Now, let's throw a caveat out there for our listeners. I have to give the pick out right now at 10:21 Pacific time. But you guys, watching this video, wait and make sure that Joel Embiid's playing because here's what happened. I do like the line at -4. The line opened at -4. It moved to 2.5 with Embiid having a questionable tag tonight. You do not want to wait until you get that notification on your phone, right? Check ESPN, make sure that Embiid's there in the starting lineup before you make this bet. It's -2.5 right now. I like it all the way to -4. I think it might move back there if he is ruled in. But they're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team 6th place in the NBA. But boy, Cleveland just cursed here. They're missing Jared Allen right now. That's going to be really tough for rookie Evan Mobley to try and match up with Embiid. And Darius Garland has a lot on his plate trying to run the offense. And tonight he's going to have to try and keep pace with James Harden, right? Who's going to be eager to come back, after a couple of disappointing performances against the Nets and then against the Nuggets, right? So expecting a big night from Harden, a big night from Embiid. And as good as the Cavaliers are, and as happy as I am the way that they've rebuilt properly right now with Jared Allen out of the lineup. They just can't get it done. It's kind of based on the tandem of having 2 mobile 7-footers out there that can kind of switch and both provide rim protection. Mobley's good, but he's still a rookie going against the man who will probably end up being the MVP. Give me the 76ers -2.5.
All right, guys. Spread's taking the Sixers -2.5. Please pay attention to see if Embiid's playing. He told you, hey, if Embiid doesn't play, don't lay the points, okay? Because we're also dealing with Doc Rivers, and he's a master at this. He's been doing this for
Mm-hmm.
years. He's trying to move his team into the playoff position that he wants them to. by taking some intentional losses and sitting some starters to make sure that they don't win some of these games because they're trying to avoid the Nets in the first round. So
Yeah.
yeah, so be careful on this game. Make sure that Embiid's playing before you lay it because Cleveland is a good team. I'll be going to the NIT. I love to bet these smaller schools. I feel like it's a lot less influence from Vegas. They don't study the line as hard, and they're definitely slipping on this one right here. We're going with Florida Gulf Coast. We're going to take a -2.5 and money line. I'm pretty positive about both, but the reason why I want to add the money line is just so you guys can win twice on it in a single game parlay. I've showed you guys in earlier shows about the way we like to do the single game parlay on games -160, -180. So mostly -3, -4s, unless we take the spread as well as laying the money line. This this is a mismatch to me. Excuse me. Just simply because of nothing else. Florida Gulf Coast is an amazing home team, and their fans are going to be rocking and rolling and rearing to go tonight. Most people are looking forward to go to the NCAA tournament. This school is a smaller school, but it has a basketball tradition. If you remember USC's coach, he was the coach there first. He's the one he got the job at USC from the job he did at Florida Gulf Coast. They play high tempo. They got some shooters. They got scorers. They don't play much defense, but if you get in their gym, they're going to drop 80 on you. They're 15-3 at home this year. And the opponent that they're facing, Detroit Mercy, not only comes from a conference that I believe is lower ranked in the power rankings, but also they struggle on the road. They're 5-14 on the road this season. Florida Gulf Coast is shooting 45% from the field this year, one of the top shooting teams. Also, defensively, Detroit doesn't play a lot of defense. They're giving up, letting opponents shoot a scalding 47% from the field. So they play little to no defense. They're going to be on the road tonight in a place that's raring to get a victory in the NIT. They look at this game as a major game, as a playoff game. They're trying to win the NIT championship. So I think Florida Gulf Coast will come in definitely focused, definitely happy to be playing this game, happy to be invited to the NIT tournament. Detroit is 1-4 in their last 5 games as a road underdog against the spread. They're also 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games against a team with the home winning percentage. I just don't see them showing up much. They can score. They have some shooters, but once again, it's going to come down to defense, and they're not going to be in their own gym. Florida Gulf Coast is in their gym, so they're more familiar with the rims. And in a high-scoring game, I look for Florida Gulf Coast to cover this game pretty easy. So take Florida Gulf Coast -2.5 and money line -145. We have 2 NCAA games tonight. I don't have a strong lean on either one. I'm going to bet them both live, so I won't be giving those plays out. But please follow me on Twitter. And if I get some late information, I definitely will share with you all who are interested in getting a March Madness play tonight for the playing games. But tomorrow is a big day because the real tournament kicks off tomorrow. It's going to be basketball all day long. When we get on with you guys to do the show, we'll be quick in and out because we'll be at the very moment making our own bets for the morning because March Madness is like a holiday, man, for sports bettors and for fans. So I really look forward to tomorrow. Anything for the people spread before we get out of here?
No, man, I'm excited for this Florida Gulf Coast tonight. One thing I noticed while I was placing the bet, it's not the NIT, it's a basketball classic. So,
is that right?
So I checked NIT under there. It wasn't there. Don't bet that Florida -7. It's Florida Gulf Coast in the basketball classic. But I got that one in there, and I parlayed it with the Sixers, and I am ready to go.
So is that the CB? So it's the CBI then, right?
I don't even. It just says the basketball classic on my.
Yeah,
book.
they got so many postseason tournaments. Now, forgive me, guys. I thought it was the NIT, but it's so many postseasons. Probably CBI. I know they have the CIT, the CBI, and NIT. But the main thing that I look for is who's playing at home, who's on the road, and what's the spread. And we know we're going with Florida Gulf Coast tonight at home, -2.5 against Detroit. We're very excited about that. Look for them to go 16-3 now in their last 19 at home. Spread is going with the Sixers on the road at Cleveland. He expects a big game from Harden. He tried to bounce back from two pretty bad performances against Denver and against the Nets. He also says, please, please, please watch to make sure that Embiid is in the lineup. Tweet out to him maybe before the game to remind everybody that if he plays or not, to let him know, if you can think about it, maybe about 30 minutes or so before the game, as soon as you find out information, please, so that they'll know.
Sounds good.
Okay, man, that'll be all for today. The best of luck to you all. You guys already know where to follow us at. You follow Spread at Spread ASTAIRE on Twitter. Follow me at 5 Star in Vegas on Twitter, and also subscribe to both our channels. His is Spread ASTAIRE on YouTube, and mine is 5 Star in Vegas Sports Investments. We're on SCOON TV Monday through Friday, man. This is our ninth. We're going for our 9th straight winning week this week, man. So you guys continue to tune in with the best, and you guys continue to win. See you guys later.